This house believes that teachers should back and support students' protest about dress code equality. Our mechanism is simple. Back and support is give them the freedom to run the protest freely, and the dress code equality is the same rules applied for girls and boys. So the status quo today is that among students and children, there is the problem that they're basically doing nothing in order to improve our society. And they're not trying to make a change. Right now, when kids are finally doing something in order to make a change in our society, do we want to stop them? So, our first argument is that if the teachers support and back up this protest is good and correct educationally. Why is it important that school prepare to life? It is important because school prepare us to life to be think people, to be people that want to make a change in our society. School don't only make learning us subjects like English and math. School also prepare us to be think people, people that are going to vote for the Knesset. And what happened when people are not fighting for the principles, to what they believe, to make a change in the society? Well, then we have a society full of people that are saying, no, I'd like to go to see a movie and not influence our society by voting to our next prime minister. The teacher has a major and significant part in the itzuv of how our students think and act. And we can't let our teachers here in Israel to prevent from the students to be active, to help our society. And this is very important to say, that we claim this is how it should be only if the protest is correct and right morally and doesn't hurt anyone and doesn't מפריע for any basic right. And this protest of the code, dress code, equality is right morally, because right now there is hypocrisy inside the system of the schools. Right now it doesn't make sense that kids can't come to school, girls can't come to school with the same length of pants as boys. Yes.
Don't you think it will be better for the teacher to support the teacher from behind and not directly?
Could you repeat the question?
Don't you think it's better for the student, for the teacher to teach the student how to stand on themselves instead of supporting him directly?
Supporting, as we said, is giving them the option to do the protest freely, and teaching them how to protest is in real time. Is when they actually have a protest. You know, all day long they're giving us lectures about how to be leaders, how to go and protest, how to go and make a change, but you don't see that everyone are going to make a change. You want to do this from your heart. And this is why the teachers can't really interfere the protest. So, to conclude, school is a place that prepares you to be a think man, individual, a smart individual that acts like he believes that want to make a change in our society. The teachers has a major part in the how the students will think as grown-ups. Therefore, they must and should prepare them and help them, and at least not interfere them when they want to make a change right now. Because this is how we'll have a society with think people, with people that want to make a change, and not people that are going around doing nothing. That's it.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Libby, and I'm the leader of the opposition. First of all, I would like to say that the opposition, we as the opposition, totally support the protest of the children. We just don't think that it is correct, that it is right that the teachers will support it. We think that First of all, yes, it prepares you for life, we agree, to think by yourself in your life, but in life there are no teachers and you have to think by yourself. I will speak about it right now. School teaches you how, not what to think, but how to think. School, we believe that that teachers don't have to support the protest, because imagine the case that your favorite teacher enters the class and openly supports this protest of the children. Yes.
So you said that. So you said that they don't need to support the protest, but because we don't have teachers in life. So in this logic, you want to cancel all the teachers because in life, no teacher will help us. So you want to cancel the teachers?
I understood. I'm not teaching about it. I'm not talking about this. For I can't get knowledge in math without someone helps me. But my opinion might be something mine. I can't decide. I want to study math in my material. I decide on laws. I decide on everything. But my opinion is something that is only individual, only for me, and no teacher can teach me his opinion. Because, as I started to say, if your favorite teacher openly supports this and you don't support, maybe students that love him will probably join to his opinion, and that is not the purpose of school. The purpose of school must give me the basic, no thank you, the base how to think myself and how to, in different situations. In every situation, I must have my own opinion and know how to express it correctly. School, and the purpose of school is to give us these tools for the future. I must express my opinion and not things that I was influenced to say by someone else. No, thank you. That's, we believe that by that students can, the teachers don't have to tell their opinion, because the students will have no ability to think their own thoughts, to express them. They will think, oh, this teacher thinks it, probably he's right, and if he's not right, it will make a lot of confusion in the thoughts of the children themselves. School is the base for future, and in some cases we must just throw people into the water so they could learn to swim by themselves. And this is, no thank you. We believe that this is one of these cases, because it is something, because opinion is something individual, and we must be independent, self-thinking people, and not to be influenced by any opinion unless we agree with it. No, thank you. So, to conclude everything I said, we believe, the opposition side believes that the protest is good, the protest is right, and if you want to support it, support it. But with no involvement of the teachers in it, we will raise a generation of more independent and self-thinking people. We know that it is not that it is a very small thing, and it is not the magic solution for a better society and a better place to live. But it is a small step that even a small thing can help, and this small step can be very helpful for every student in their future to be independent, self-thinking, and learn how to express everything they think and believe. Thank you.
I would like to start right now. All right, so throughout the opposition's first speech, it was clear to us as government that the opposition clearly misunderstood the status quo and our mechanism. First of all, the status quo today is that the teachers don't even support, is not that the teachers don't back the revolution. More than that, they block the students from protesting. put students off school for protesting. So they don't. So it's not. So they don't have the freedom, in fact, to protest at the moment. They don't. They don't have the freedom. It is taken from them. More than that, it seems that that opposition agrees with our mechanism because opposition stated they should be given the freedom to protest, but they shouldn't be backed, and that's what we said. We said that that the teachers will back the students by giving them the option to protest, because at the moment they aren't even given that option. So, not only opposition misunderstood the entire case, they agree with us. And about the influence by teachers, again, this is off clash, because we agree that the students should be influenced by their own opinion, and they are, but they aren't allowed to express their opinion at the moment. And we think that the teachers should allow them by giving them the freedom. Now, our Prime Minister talked about how the revolution is like a class in school about citizenship. Citizens should protest about what they believe in. They should fight for it, but some would say that what if it is a wrong fight? What if it is a revolution? What if it's a fight that is unjustified? So here I am to prove that this is a fight that should be allowed to be fought for. Now, what is a good revolution? A good revolution is a revolution that helps freedom. It doesn't hurt a certain demographic. It should help a demographic. And here, this clearly promotes freedom. It helps a demographic that is currently not represented correctly about their freedom of dress code. There is a clear advantage for a certain group to wear whatever they want, and another group may not wear what they want. This revolution wants to change that. It wants to give everyone the equality and help the demographics. So it doesn't hurt anyone. Unlike, let's say, a racist revolution, that is not a revolution to back, but this is not such a revolution. As such, teachers not only should back it as a learning course, but they should back it because morally, it's correct. It doesn't hurt anyone, so there's no reason to not back it, to not give them the freedom to do so. Not only that, as I proved, yes?
I think you didn't understand us. We didn't say we don't support this protest.
Yeah, I know, I actually did understand that, and I responded to that, but I'm continuing to justify what we both say, actually, because as I said, you seem to agree with us, actually. So, if we block students from, if the teachers block students from protesting, therefore it is simply by ideology and opinion, and legally they shouldn't block. Teachers should not influence the students' opinion. Clearly, opposition said that as well. So by letting the students revolt, they are giving them the freedom. They are giving them the option. They are not blocking. They're not influencing them more than they give their own opinion to influence on them, the students' opinion to influence on themselves, and they help what everyone wants: equality. So why shouldn't we back it up? To sum up, both opposition and government agree here that this revolution is right. But for some reason, but opposition does not understand the status quo currently. So we're simply trying to fix it and help both of the sides to win. Thank you.
I'm starting now. Hello, my name is Guy, and I'm the deputy of the opposition. First of all, I would like to have a quick rebut to what the proposition said, and then I'm going to present my own argument, which will talk about the influence power of the students. So, first of all, you keep telling us you understand, but by what you are saying, we see that you didn't understand quite yet what we are trying to do here. We are totally for the protest. We want the students to have it. We want the students to protest, but we just don't want the teachers to protest with them, because simply they won't have teachers in the future when they will protest. And in real life, no teacher will be there. No, thank you. No teacher will be there to help them protest. Now, I want to present to you what I mean by a really cheesy metaphor. What will you do to the poor? Will you give them, will you fish them a fish, or will you teach them how to fish? You will teach them how to fish, so they will have a fish every day. And you will not give them just one fish for one day, because they will starve. No, thank you. Now I will. You also told us that the teachers should teach the pupils how to protest, and we are totally for that. But what we are saying that we believe that they should tell them how to protest and not what to protest for. And this is basically protesting with them on one idea. We want them to teach the teenagers how to protest and not just for what to protest. Now, for my own argument. Yes?
What is our mechanism?
Can you repeat?
What is our mechanism?
What is your mechanism?
Yes.
I don't know, it's your duty to explain it. If you didn't understand your own mechanism, it's not my fault. Now for my own argument. Now for my own argument, the influence power of the teenagers. Teenagers have a lot of influence power. The government listen to them. The government listens to everyone, and what we are basically for is to teach them how to protest, how to think. You basically need to give them the tools, not to use the tools for them. And what you are basically telling us is let the teacher use the tools and let the students watch. No, 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 no. You no. The students should know to express themselves, to stand by their self, and they need to learn how to use the tools, not how to watch other people use the tools for them. Now, when you have a big power and you don't know how to use it, it's pretty complicated, because you know you have the ability, but you don't know how to use it. And what our proposition here are saying, let's use the power for you. Let's take the power and just use it for you. And this is basically a big loss for you and for the one who is using the power for you, because in the future you won't know how to use the power. You will just remember that people should use the power for you, and this is not the spirit we want to raise in the Israel country. Thank you.
Oh, okay, so I want to explain you the POI. We want to be sure that the opposition know what our mechanism. We know what our mechanism. They don't. Okay, so to sum up this debate, I want to go about the main clashes. We said that school prepare to life. So if school prepare to life, how in life you need to fight about what do you believe. So how school can be against that? How teachers that they are the one that teach me how to act in life and what to do in life can be against protesters. They can be against these protesters. You said that about the tools and everything. We said in our mechanism that we talk about to give them the freely, that they can do what they want in this protest, not to say that to them what to do. And this is what's beautiful in this fight of the students. The students think about this fight, the students want this fight, and the students do this fight. We just want to be sure that the teachers don't destroy this fight. So I don't understand if the opposition is so for these protests. I don't understand why they against give them freely, give them opportunity to do these protests. So we want to give them freely. We want to give them these tools. We actually want that this will be success. I want to go about rebuttals. They need to be alone. Today they're alone, and it's really good. But we need to give them also the opportunity. They said that the teachers need to support just something they believe. Teachers don't have the right to tell about their opinions. But in democratic country, ladies and gentlemen, people have the right to freedom of choice. So you want that school said to students, because teachers that the face of school said to students that they don't have the right to freedom of choice? So I want that everyone will be in the same understand of this debate. Yes.
Okay, so do you understand that what we want is the teachers to not involve? We aren't saying
yes,
that they
I
should
understand
be
that this is our mechanism, and this is what we say every time. So I want to repeat. We said that the teachers give them the opportunity to do this protest. We don't want that they go with them in the protest. We want that they give them the opportunity. They give them the freely to do this protest. So now you understand? Or I need to repeat that again. So I want to go about the damages. Damage that we suggest that the next generation that need to fight about what he believes, because it's a democratic country, and this is a democratic country, understand from school, the one that need to teach him that it's not good. It's not good to fight about what they believe. And really destroyed these protests. But the damage that they suggest that students can't be alone. The students need to be alone, and it's the supervised. So in this logic, just to be sure, we need to cancel all the teachers, because the teachers with the students and teach them. So we need that the students help them, to give them the freely, but not go with them in the protest, not give them what to do. And it's of course true, because they think about this protest. They do this protest. They go to interview in the press about this protest. So I don't know why they think like that. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Sean, and I am the whip of the opposition for this debate. I'm going to tell you, starting from the start of this debate, I was trying to dig into the preposition mind. And after long digging, I think we found what they were going for. They were going for democracy inside the school itself, not in the country. Because what we're saying, students are not allowed to protest right now. Students, we're discouraging them to protest. Well, we are not discouraging, and we completely agree with you. As we said, the protest is fully legitimate, and they should continue with the protest. What we are disagreeing with is the teachers that will support the protest itself. And why is that? We disagree because of some reasons. As the first reason would be what Libby said. This reason is because teachers has a lot of influence on the kids they teach. And this influence, we think that should be stayed outside of the picture. As we said, the job of the school is to teach you how to think, not what to think.
Yes. So do you think that, so did you understand that we are both on the same line here?
No, we're not on the same line here. I'm going to clarify it. You're on the line that also the teachers should help the students and everything, as that's what we understood. We are against this. And if you're on the same line with us and saying the teachers should not openly support, then you're off debate, because the motion was teachers should directly support and back the students in this protest. As Libby said, basically what we are trying to do is to teach them how to think, not what to think. And once a teacher openly shows them, he's basically telling them no. He's basically telling them, I'm thinking like this, and many students, as I said, are very influenced by their teachers, and so on, they will follow their teacher. And the second thing is what Guy said. Guy said brought us a lot of skills. No. Guy gave us a set of skills that you will earn. One of them is the cheesy example of the poor person without food. You're going to teach him how to fish, not just give him a fish. And this is exactly what we think. Because if right now we're just going to let the teachers stand up with the students for this protest, we're bringing to the state the students might think, I'm not promising, probably will think that always they will be backed. No. And we don't want this to happen. We want them to teach them about their rights. We want them to teach them about how to stand on their own. This is our target over here. And this is why we think that the teachers shouldn't be outside of the picture. But overall, we think that we support this protest, and we think it's great for the students. No, we think it's great for the students to start this process and protest for what they believe in. But as we said, we do not agree for the teachers to support it. Just like teachers are not allowed to reveal their politician ideas, they will not be allowed to reveal their ideas about this. Because the reason they have so much influence. Proposition side was basically always suggesting us that for somewhat reason students are not allowed. They are not allowed to show their protest inside school, because school is not a democracy and school has rules. Until those rules haven't changed, of course they're not allowed to do this. It's against the rules. Yes.
I'm now quoting our mechanism. Give them the freedom to run the protest freely.
They can run their protest, but not inside the school, again, because school is an institute with rules. And if your protest is going against these rules, there is no place for this protest. And the reason is, school is not a democracy, and until those rules are not changed, that's what your protest is trying to do, you should come to school accordingly and act accordingly to the current set of rules. And this is by all reasons we think that we are backing up the protest itself, but will not support, we are against teachers to support the protest. By all the reasons we gave you, we think that you should support us. Thank you.
Let's give a huge round of applause to the team that made it to the 4th place from Kiryat Chinuch Dror, headed by Orit Dolev. This year's final best speaker is Nadav from Tichon Chadash. And I would like to invite now the team that made it to the 2nd place of this year's final. Please give a huge round of applause to Or Toveli Ariel, led by Miri Tzafrir and Michal Tzemach. I would like to invite the winner of this year's competition, Tichon Chadash, led by Talia Natanzon.